Grand Rising, my beautiful light lovers. Welcome to Loveology Inc. Light, Love, and Respect Tarot. If this is your first time here, welcome to our humble home. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to our humble home. Now, things do look a little different here. I had every intent on getting on here yesterday, but as you can see, my voice is still kind of harsh. My voice kind of went away, I want to say 3 days ago on Monday and Tuesday. It started on Sunday because I had so much fun over the weekend with my daughter and her little sister. And we had so much fun. We was laughing and singing, and my voice just went bye-bye, okay? So I'm not sick, but my voice was just gone. I don't know. So what I wanted to do is get on here, and Mercury retrograde is coming. Mercury retrograde starts May 10th. Now, as you can see, I have channeled a few messages here. We have all the signs. We're going to dig deep. We're going to be here for a while. So grab a seat. Grab your coffee. Okay. Grab your tea. Grab your water. Okay. Again, pineapple. I love pineapple. Everything. But we're going to be here for a while because we're going to pull our Archangel Oracle cards for each sign during Mercury retrograde. Then we're going to do I want to try to get at least 2 or 3 cards for each sign for Mercury retrograde. So, of course, with these readings here, with most readings, mine especially, can't speak for other tarot channels or tarot readers here, but my readings are very generalized. These things could be happening now. It could have already happened. It could be happening in the future. There's no sex or gender in tarot. And another thing, you got to take it where it fits. So if it's not something that applies to you, what do we say here? If it doesn't resonate, don't let it elevate, okay? So if it doesn't apply, we let it fly. So we're going to dig right on in. So, of course, Mercury retrograde, it starts May 10th. Now, May 10th, Mercury will be in Gemini. So it's going to be a little different because we're going to be moving from Gemini into Taurus May 22nd. So there's going to be 2 different environments for this Mercury retrograde, okay? Mercury retrograde does not have to be this traumatic experience that's going to last for over a month, okay? Or around a month. It does not have to be. I wanted to get on here and give my light lovers or anyone else who views this the opportunity to know ways to avoid stalemates, ways of avoiding this harsh timing that we're about to enter. So there will be significant endings and there will be significant beginnings for new ideas. Now those beginnings, because I like to always start on that positive tip. Excuse me, y'all. You hear me? Clear my throat. Those new beginnings, those are things, new ideas, like I was saying, inspiring dreams, but you must be grounded, okay? You must vibrate high in order to be in this significant new beginning phase. Now, whereas there are significant beginnings, there are also going to be significant endings. And that right there, just as simple as we can put it, there will be lack and loss for some peoples. Excuse me. Now, all the information that I have to provide today here, you can visit astrology.com for full details, okay? Because this is just generalized, but there's full details on astrology.com. And I'll make sure that I'll add it in the description box, but I'll make sure I put it in here in this video somewhere. It'd probably be like right here in this area down here, where I'll put astrology.com if you want to view those full details. There are a lot of, and these things that I have here, as you can see, they're marked for yesterday. So these things are things I wrote down yesterday after I did my meditation. I will be posting a general reading after this so that we can go over our meditation deck that we're creating as a collective. I also want to try to post at least 1 or 2 individual signs for the shadow readings that I have not got to post just yet. And that will be regarding that new moon solar eclipse that we just got out of. And that was April 30th. So again, astrology.com is where you can find all this information. So May 10th through May 21st, Mercury retrograde will be in Gemini. Okay, so what does this mean? The first thing I thought of when I was writing this out was self-awareness. Okay, so, and please visit astrology.com. Very informative. Mercury retrograde in Gemini is going to be most intense for Geminis. Okay, it's going to be most challenging for Scorpios. Excuse me. Did not want to get myself in here because my hair, my scarf, no makeup, y'all. I know, I look rough. I might not even cut that out. Anyway, it's going to be most challenging for Scorpios and most beneficial for Aquarius. So for those Geminis that are listening, this is going to be a time for reshaping of identity, gaining self-clarity, okay? For our Scorpios, there's going to be, it's going to be most challenging for you to deal with major changes in self and relationships. And for Aquarius, most beneficial during this Mercury retrograde in Gemini, you need to embrace new resources. Okay. Now, that is through May 10th. Well, May 10th through May 21st, when Mercury retrograde is in Gemini. Okay. And those are the 3 signs per the website that at astrology.com that will be most affected by Mercury retrograde being in Gemini. Now, come May 22nd through June the 18th, and I typically go a few days after the 18th, maybe about a week or so, because that energy is still lingering on. Mercury will be, Mercury retrograde, excuse me, y'all, will be in Gemini and Taurus. Okay. So remember I said we're going to be in 2 different environments for this Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, you all. Oh, okay. That was a crystal. It's probably that clear quartz that I set up there yesterday. Yep. Clear quartz. Now I did and was able to write down all the things for each sign to be looking for, and that's what we're going to discuss now. And then we'll jump right into our Angel Oracle and then our Tarot. So for down here are Aries. While Mercury retrograde is in Gemini and Taurus, new ways of communicating. For the Tauruses, more authenticity. So being more authentic with self, and then being intuitive and using your discernment so that you're able to decipher when ones are being authentic with you. So more authenticity in your life. Of course, for our Geminis, this is going to be a time to pay attention to signs and synchronicities, old and new. It's the synchronicities for me, okay? Cancers, space for reflection. So taking that time for solitude. Leos, explore aspirations, invest in self. Okay. Virgos, reconfigure aspects, look at the bigger picture. Libras, engagements with new sources and using your discernment. So finding that balance is what I got from that. I wrote balance there. And then we have Scorpios. Our Scorpios, what lies beneath empowerment. I did a video, I remember, that's titled What Lies Beneath Scorpios. Be sure to check that out. We have our Aquarius, which is avoiding stagnancy, embracing creativity. We have our Pisces, deep dive inner emotions. We have our Sagittarius here, deeper understanding of self and others. And then we have our Capricorns, which is perseverance. And I put push through. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and I actually just want to look at our Archangel Oracle first. I want to pull a card for each sign. I will pull my cards just a little bit differently because I want to have control over the amount of cards that we pull. So you will notice that I pull just a little bit differently here. All my cards are pre-cleansed, pre-shuffled prior to all reads. One more time with me. I don't know why, but I've been stuck on threes. So I've been noticing that I do things in threes for the last 3 days, which is weird. The last 3 days that I have not posted, I've been doing everything in threes. I like to do that. I don't know why. I normally do it like that. Just the extra quick shuffle. All right, so we're about to pull our first card for our Aries. Remember who you are, Aries. And remember, for Aries, we stated new ways of communicating. Taurus is next. We're about to pull our card for Taurus for ways of making our Mercury retrograde, which is going to be in 2 environments, peace. So Taurus's peace. Aries, remember who you are. I am going to go back through and I'm going to read these cards momentarily. And remember with Tauruses, we said that more authenticity. So Geminis. So we have bright ideas for Geminis. And for Geminis, we said signs and synchronicities. And then for Cancers, we said space for reflection. We're going to use career transition. We're moving forward to our Leos. Trying to make it just so we have them right in front of, okay. Oh, that's self-explanatory, huh? Bear with me, you all. I'm dropping stuff. Angel therapy for Leos. Okay, bear with me 1 second, you all, because I just did something here. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, because I have to set these up to where. All right, so we're moving on to our Virgos. We're looking for a card for our Virgos, where Mercury retrograde is in 2 environments. Thank you, Spirit. I promise you, I keep putting myself in here. I should have just gentleness. And remember, for our Virgos, we stated reconfigure aspects, bigger picture. Then we have Libras next. And Libras was engagement, new source, using discernment. We have patience. For our Scorpios, we stated what lies beneath. Empowerment. Sorry, you all. And you have nurture here for Scorpios. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde and Gemini and Taurus. Aquarius. Thank you. We have compassion. Pisces. Pisces, thank you. We have overcoming difficulties. Sagittarius. Oh, I'm sorry. Pisces was deeper dive inner emotions. And we have overcoming difficulties. Spirit is speaking to us today, baby. Sagittarius, and we say that Sagittarius was deeper understanding of self and others. We have life review. And then for Capricorn, we have our Capricorns. Now for Capricorn, we did just pop out all these cards. I'm going to go with what's on top, which is clairaudience. And for Capricorns, please keep in mind that we stated for Capricorns, perseverance, pushing through. So since we still have 3 cards left, we'll use all 3 cards for our overall collective read, okay? And those are claircognizance, outdoors. Sorry, you all had coffee. I kicked over my coffee a moment ago. And then we have courage. I think I might have coffee. I'm sorry, spirits. I'm just destroying your beautiful holographed cards with my coffee. Okay, so here we go. There we go. I wiped it off. Hold on. Maybe I did. I'm sorry, y'all. I promise you, I'm not sick. It's just my voice is just off. Okay, so here we go. We have claircognizance, outdoors, and courage. And we'll just sit these here. Now, I do want to go through, and I want to read what each card states for each sign, okay? Bear with me just one moment here. So for our Aries, we have remember who you are. And remember that we stated that for our Aries, during this 2 environment, Mercury retrograde, you're going to be working on new ways of communicating. So this is Archangel Michael. And it states, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. We'll move on to our Tauruses. Peace. More authenticity is what we stated that you'll be working on. And this is Archangel Camille. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. We're going to do tarot next. We have our Geminis. Brilliant idea. And we said Geminis, excuse me. Be looking for signs and synchronicities, old and new. This is Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. We have Cancers. And we stated Cancers are going to be working on spaces or space for reflection. This is career transition, Archangel Camille. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change, Cancers. For our Leos, we had angel therapy. For our Leos, we said that you'll be exploring aspirations. You'll want to explore aspirations, invest in self. And angel therapy is Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens, for our Leos. Next, we have our Virgo. And for Virgos, we said that you will want to start reconfiguring aspects, looking at the bigger picture. While this Mercury retrograde is in 2 environments, and we had gentleness. Archangel Seraphim. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. We next have our Libras. And for Libras, we were engaging in new sources and using discernment, and we got patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. We have Scorpios next. What lies beneath? Empowerment. And we have nurture here. This is Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. For Aquarius, We stated avoiding stagnancy, embracing creativity, and we have compassion here. From Archangel Zadkiel, I always feel like I'm saying that wrong. Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. We have Pisces, which was that deep dive inner emotions during this two environment Mercury retrograde, overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiel, which reads, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Excuse me. We have Sagittarius next, and Sagittarius during his two environment Mercury retrograde in Gemini and Taurus. We said that you will want to have a deeper understanding for selves and other, and we have life review with Archangel Jeremiel. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. We also have Capricorns, last but not least, of course. And for our Capricorns, we stated that perseverance, pushing through, and we have clear audience here. And this is Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. What if it's Zadkiel, but it ain't no I right there? I don't know. I'm sorry, Archangel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Okay. Now let's read the three that we pulled and we said we would have as a collective for everyone because these extra cards did pop out for us. So we have clear conscience. And keep in mind, this will be for all signs, these three right here. Remember I told you I've been doing things in threes? I don't know. And then we have three cards. I don't know. Clear conscience. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Then we have outdoors with Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And we have courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for what you believe. Okay? So basically, go outside to ground yourself because during this time, during this two environment Mercury retrograde, which is coming again, this will start May the 10th. It will end June the 18th, but I always give it about a week after to let things kind of cool down because that energy still remains. We will be in two environments during this Mercury retrograde, which is Gemini and Taurus. This here is going to be for that May 22nd through June the 18th toward the end for all the collectives here. Well, for all the different signs. And then, of course, I did pull these three cards here that we said we would use for the collective. So now I do want to, and we'll come back to these three cards and pull tarot on these three cards as well. I do want to go ahead and get started pulling the tarot for each sign here. So again, we will be here for a little minute. Bear with me if I have to clear my throat a couple times because I did lose my voice. And today's really the first day that I feel like it's totally back, but it's still like a little harsh. So bear with me, you all. All right. So the first time we're going to start with is Aries. Remember who you are, Aries. This is a time for you to find new ways of communicating, okay? This is going to be a time for you to pay attention to those dreams that you're having and pay attention to synchronicities as well. But this will be a great time. And I always like to focus on positive things when it comes to these Mercury retrogrades, because if you start vibrating low and you get yourself in a low place, then you could become stuck and stagnant and find it hard to get out of that hole. So I like to try to keep things on the positive light side. So during this whole Mercury retrograde read for each sign, we're going to try to keep it as light as possible. Of course, I have no control of what spirit wants to share with each individual sign. So we do take reversals. I will try my best to control as much as I can my cards, as far as I'm going to try my best not to get more than 1 or 2 cards per sign here. But again, whatever Spirit has for us, and I may have to clarify, okay? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, archangels, guardian angels of the highest white light, protection, love, honesty, respect, guidance. Thank you so much for that beautiful message for our Aries. Remember who you are. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Can we get one more card to please confirm? Thank you so much. So remember, we did say finding new ways of communicating. So there will be some communication, Aries, that's going to be coming in fast for you. I do also see that you are working on completing cycles. So this communication that's coming in fast, you'll want to pay attention. I always say during Mercury retrograde, if you're having to sign any documents or make any decisions, make sure you go over everything in detail, because you don't want this to be something where it's like a revolving wheel where it's just always turning. You don't want to feel like 1 minute, again, like I said, with Mercury retrograde, keep yourself high vibing. You see how this communication is coming in pretty quick. Um, we have one person up here at the top, but we have someone down here barely holding on. So just make sure that whatever communication is coming into or coming in towards you, Aries, make sure that you have a clear understanding of whatever is being communicated with you. Remember who you are during this time. Tauruses. Now we have peace here. Now keep in mind more authenticity. So I do see lovers with the 10 of Pentacles Tauruses, which is great, because I do see your love life. If this is revolving, and it could be any person, place, or thing. Keep in mind, you can have a love for any noun, any person, place, or thing. But whatever this person, place, or thing is that's in your life, Tauruses, and it's called, how do I put it? You're wanting to focus on more authenticity. I do feel like you're going to get that, and it's going to lead you to the 10 of Pentacles, wishful fulfillment with whatever person, place, or thing that you're involved with. Gemini's brilliant ideas, synchronicities and signs, old and new. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have first Justice, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I see that with this, Geminis, and it's saying pay attention to signs and synchronicities, whether it's old and new. You're being very selective because you feel like that things could be going on that doesn't seem balanced in your life, and it's causing you to reflect. The 7 of Pentacles, I always refer to this as someone who's growing something. You see how she has her pentacles, and she has the pentacles are part of this flower, okay? But she's growing it. So there's going to be justice, there's going to be balance, there's going to be clarity with the sword here and the justice balance beam. There's going to be clarity and justice on something that you're trying to cultivate, something that you're trying to grow, Geminis. Cancer's career transition, thank you. Space for reflection. We have the 4 of Cups, thank you so much. Can we get one more card? Thank you. We got 2 more cards, or we got 3 cards total. So we'll go with them. So for my Cancers, with this career transition, you got several options. You have several options. I do see with the Knight of Pentacles, you do have an offer that's going to be coming in, especially with this career transformation. Again, during Mercury retrograde, be sure that you read all the fine lines. You comb through things with the fine tooth comb before you sign any dotted line. But I do see that there's going to be an offer that's going to be presented to you that you may overlook. But I do see an opportunity coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. So I do see an opportunity coming in. I do see out of all these options, you'll be able to, I feel like you'll be able to make your discernment, but I do feel like there's going to be an offer that you're going to pass up. So you have many offers coming in with this Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, but I do see you turning something down. Leos with angel therapy. Exploring aspirations. Thank you, Spirit. Investing in self. We get one more card. Clarity for the Four of Swords, please. Thank you. Okay, so Leos, there's definitely some secrecy here with this moon and then with the Four of Swords. Whenever I see this moon card, I see this person down here in this water every time. And it's like, this is going to sound so cliche, but murky water, like ill, right? So I feel like this secret or whatever is being illuminated to you under this moon, because as you can see in the moon, and I just now realized this, I don't know how, and I've been looking at this card forever. I've seen it so many times. You see how this moon here, but it has a face here in this moon, and it's looking down. I feel like whatever the secret is been illuminated to you, Leos, is making you sick. It's making you feel like you've been stabbed. It's making you feel betrayed. So whatever this secret is, Leos, that has been illuminated to you, the angels want you to give your cares and worries to them and let them handle your burdens. I'm going to get, can we clarify? Thank you. You'll get your 10 of Cups. You'll get your 10 of Cups. But you have to get out of this despair. You have to give your angels, your archangels, your guardian angels, you have to give the divine your problems. Let them handle this secrecy that has been illuminated. It could have made you sick. See how this person is like holding their stomach like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I do see wishful fulfillment. I do see wishful fulfillment in the love lane. But you have to, how do I put this? Spirit is saying stop blaming yourself and give your burdens to them. That's what I just heard. Stop blaming yourself and give your burdens to them. All right, so next we'll go to Virgos. And then Virgos was reconfigure aspects, bigger picture, and gentleness. Thank you. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So we have being selective with your abundance. And then we also have holding back. Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords? Okay, so with the Nine of Pentacles being selective and then holding back is because of this Ten of Swords here. You see how this person, they got all these swords everywhere. It's almost like they were stabbed in the back. So with this gentleness card here, and it's saying being gentle with yourself at this time and surround yourself with gentle people, you are being very selective and you are holding back because you feel like you've been stabbed in your back. So during this Mercury retrograde, any signs here where there's cards of despair, cards of feeling, how do I put it? Feeling like ones have betrayed you. Because that's like what it is when you get stabbed in the back, right? You see how both of these cards, this one for the Leo, and it's like it has these swords here, and it's like aiming directly at that person. That's why I say you'll want to definitely work on self-care, for one. And you'll want to keep yourself vibrating high, which means hold back from people, places, and things that you feel are causing you to be in this state of despair, if that makes sense. We are going to continue and move forward with our Libras. And our Libras are engaging in new sources, discernments, hermit mode, patience. So yeah, so Libras, you are finding that solitude. You're finding that solitude so that you can self-reflect, which is amazing. Any other messages here? Five of Swords. So you're in this solitude after moving forward, and letting go of things that no longer serve your higher purpose. It could have left one's feeling left out in the cold. It could have made you feel left out in the cold, having to release people, places, or things, and being that you were in hermit mode, finding that solitude for self. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So you cut off all communications. You could have cut off communications with any person, place, or thing, and found that solitude so that you can regain clarity. All right, Scorpios, nurture. And Scorpios were what lies beneath and empowerment. So digging deep. We have the Chariot, so finding balance and moving forward. Can we get clarity on the Chariot card, please? Thank you. Again, we have the Temperance. The Temperance shows balance, movement forward, divinely guided to do so. Justice and balance is here, definitely. I feel like this one is regarding a child. Either regarding a child, if you're a parent, regarding your child, or regarding your inner child. So if it's regarding your child, finding balance, finding that balance, being angelically guided to find that communication between you and your child, that way of communicating. I'm seeing a lot of balance here, and justice for a child. We'll have to get a little deeper with that. Scorpios, I don't want to get too deep. I'll just say there's going to be justice for a child here and balance. I just hear justice for a child. Okay, so for our Aquarius, it was compassion. This just popped out in reverse. And we had over Mercury retrograde, and Gemini and Taurus, we stated that Aquariuses were wanting to avoid stagnancy, embracing creativity. And then we have the compassion here. So with the Nine of Swords, normally when the Nine of Swords is upright, this is someone who feels stabbed in the back and who's losing sleep, definitely despair, but it came out in reverse. So if you were feeling stabbed in the back, it's almost like you've let it go. You've found a way. Here, let's get clarity. Why do we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, Spirit? Before I say what I'm thinking. Yep. Queen of Cups. I knew it. You allowed the pain. How do I put this, Spirit? You allowed any pain or stagnancy that you felt to empower your emotions to become this Queen of Cups in the upright. This is someone who's very emotional. This is someone who's very intuitive as well. This is someone who leads with love, with compassion. So you were able to soften your heart through trauma. Pisces, overcoming difficulties. During this Mercury retrograde, Gemini Taurus, we stated that the Pisces were going to be working on that deep inner dive with their emotions and overcoming difficulties. Spirit, can we get 2, maybe 3 clarifying cards, whatever you feel fit? All right. So we have definitely fast communication with the Eight of Wands. That's quick, fast communications. And we have the Death card. So definitely an ending. And whenever I see the death card, I like to always say, yeah, there's an ending, but guess what? There's always new beginnings coming after that ending. Sometimes things have to end so that new things can begin. And this came in quick. This communication came in really quick with the Eight of Wands regarding this ending. But your angels are wanting to tell you that the most difficult points in your life are over with. It's going to be, how do I put it? It's only going to be up from here. And when it's up, we already know it's stuck. Okay, period. So we have our Sagittarius, thank you, which was life review. Okay, and this right here, this Ace of Swords, it popped out as I was talking about moving forward after this death. So this is going to be something that's going to be placed in the middle, because I was thinking of Sagittarius, but I was talking about Pisces, and then we got the Ace of Wands. So definitely the truth, what I'm saying here, what I did, it was like I hit my brain in two different things at one time. So this Ace of Swords, we're actually going to use this for both the Pisces as confirmation to what I just said. Fast communication to endings, which is going to bring you new beginnings. And when it's up, it's stuck. Ace of Wands. Pisces, you might be, never mind. We're not turning this into that kind of reading. Not yet. Sagittarius, with this life review and gaining that deeper understanding for self and others during this Mercury retrograde, which is going to be duoed, okay, Gemini and Taurus, you will gain the clarity. You will gain the knowledge that you are seeking with the Ace of Swords that we're going to put right here in the middle because of what I did with my brain. Can we clarify the Ace of Swords for our Sagittarius? Thank you. So you're no longer going to be feeling stuck. So there could have been something, a person, place, or thing that had you in the Eight of Swords where you felt bounded. You felt literally stuck. You felt overwhelmed. It could have been overwhelmed with anxiety. I feel like, me looking at this card right here, I just feel overwhelmed with anxiety. You could have cried a lot. Why do we have the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Page of Swords. So during this time, Sagittarius, when you're having that deeper understanding of self and others, with the Eight of Swords, although you could be feeling like this, overwhelmed, stuck, blinded, confused, crying, I feel like you're going to use your discernment. You're going to get that intuition. Your intuition's going to, I'm just going to say it. Your intuition's going to be lit with this life review card. You're going to be able to make the correct discernments as far as the people, places, and things in your life, and finding that deeper understanding of whether or not this is something that you need to let go of or something that you need to hold on to with the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, this is someone who is actively thinking and actively looking. Is this something that's beneficial to me? Is this something that I need to cut off? So you're going to be able to use that discernment because you're going to have the clarity, and you're going to get yourself out of this Eight of Swords if you haven't already. Feeling despair, overwhelmed, burdened. We're also going to go ahead and take a look at our Capricorns really quick. Excuse me. So our Capricorns, we said that pretty much perseverance, pushing through. Look, we have strength. Okay. So paying attention to the guidance that you hear from the divine beings in your life, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, but then also making sure that you're actively listening to those ones around you. Because look, we had it come out sideways. Empress. So you could, now keep in mind, the Empress embodies every single queen in the deck. So you're compassionate, you're abundant, you're intuitive, but it came out sideways. So you're indecisive about the strength that you hold as an Empress, okay? And that's why you'll want to push through and show that perseverance, because you are the Empress. You are the Empress. You just have to know that you're the Empress. It's all about that inner digging in that inner self-awareness. So I wrote down self-awareness because while we're in these two environments, you'll want to definitely be self-aware. You'll want to be grounded. You want to pay attention to your dreams. You'll want to pay attention to your intuition. Vibrate high, don't vibrate low. In Mercury retrograde, if you start vibrating low, it's going to be hard to dig yourself out of that. Now, I do want to get a few more cards. If this does cut off on us, because I did say we was going to be here for a while, I do want to get a love card for each sign. So bear with me. And if this does cut off on us as we go through these signs, then I will definitely try to get them merged together, or it'll be a part 1 and part 2. And I'm just doing a quick shuffle for our Romance Angel Oracle cards. I might have to take a break through the reads because I don't want my voice to be all the way gone. Bear with me, you all. It's already so much better than what it was. Aries and Mercury retrograde, 2 environments, Gemini and Taurus. Any messages for our Aries? We have a Wheel of Fortune, and we have a Knight of Swords here. Thank you. So we have children, and these, I don't take them in reversal unless I'm called to, and I'm very seldom called to take these Romance Angels oracles in reversal. So this is children. Your love life is being affected by your children, okay? So remember the Aries, we said new ways of communicating, right? New ways of communicating. So I'm sensing there could be someone from your past that you have children with that's going to come in with some fast action regarding communication. And you're going to feel like this is a revolving wheel. This is a revolving story. This is something that happens over and over and over and over. This is something that's probably going to piss you off, okay? But Aries, be sure to you utilize this video here and just keep in mind that you heard on loveologyink that during this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be working on new ways of communicating, okay? That's going to be new ways of communicating as far as in relationships with any person, place, or thing, okay? But I strongly feel like this could be, and this person's coming in fast, okay, with this communication. I feel like they're coming in really fast with this communication regarding your children, okay? And it could be, oh, I need to drop them off at 6 versus 8, and you have something planned, okay? And it's like, you see what I'm trying to say? So Aries, just make sure and remember who you are during this time, okay? Remember who you are, because you are very loved, even if ones around you don't show you that appreciation. They don't take your time into consideration when it comes to, I'll just say co-parenting, because that's what I get from that. All right, we have our Tauruses with the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles during this Mercury retrograde in Gemini and Taurus. Tauruses are working on more authenticity. Thank you so much. Now we got 2 cards here. We got Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And we got Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So keep in mind, we did say that this was regarding a lover. And I said it could be any person, place, or thing, but I do feel like this is a person now. You will share the 10 of Pentacles with this person, and you will find peace, Tauruses. Just get to know each other and let your passion drive you. So we have Geminis with the Justice and the 7 of Pentacles during this Mercury retrograde in Gemini and Taurus. And our Geminis are looking for signs and synchronicities, whether old or new. Any messages for our Geminis, please? Thank you. So Gemini, you need to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy and flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So remember I told you here, you're working on something. You're trying to grow something. See, she's looking, she's thinking. You will find a way to find that clarity and that balance that you're looking for, but you need to release your ex and flirt a little. Get out. Release your ex. You have brilliant ideas here from your archangels. So the ideas that you have are valid. They're valid, Gemini. Get out. We already said everyone needs to get outdoors, okay? Everyone needs to have that courage and get outdoors, mingle. We have Cancers with the 7, or why did I say so? It is 7, with the 7 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Thank you so much. And I was just going to say, our Cancers, this was going to be a time for reflecting, a space for reflection. And look what we got. We got free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And then this is happening very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Because remember, we said that you have several options. And this could be because we got career transition. So this could definitely be regarding your career, finances, okay? But we said that you have several options. So Spirit is asking you to make up your mind, because just like I confused them a second ago when I was talking about Pisces, but I was thinking about Scorpios, I got a card for both signs. So there's opportunity coming in fast as far as abundance. I feel like an abundance comes in all forms, not just monetary gain. But you're going to have several options. And I do see you turning down something here with the 4 of Cups. But very soon, you're going to have to make a decision and free yourself. Free yourself from all these different options and make a final decision. Okay? You have to clearly decide on what you want. All right, we're going to move to our, and I see now that this is blinking, so if it cuts off, I would definitely either have a part 2 or I'll try to add to this video here. If it won't let me add to it, because this is a rather long video, just be looking for part 2 and we'll continue. Let's go ahead to the Virgos. So Virgos, we had the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. And our Virgos were needing to reconfigure different aspects in the life and look at the bigger picture. I got that upside down. Spirit, any messages? Y'all see that, right? We're going to keep going. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So we have separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you could have been holding back, okay? Because we did have the 10 of Swords here, which I felt like was feeling like you were betrayed or feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. It could be a person, place, or thing. But you see how this person is checking their phone. So you are holding back, definitely. You could be in separation from a person, place, or thing. But there are romantic feelings. You're just being very selective at this time with the 9 of Pentacles. So you're being selective with these romantic feelings, and you are definitely holding back while you're in this separation. But you're also feeling like, how do I put it? You're feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. I don't know why. I could definitely get some clarity on this, but we do have to push through and continue. But there is definitely separation here. You have to be gentle with yourself. I did not go over that. You have to be gentle with yourselves. Did we skip over the Leos? I did. I'm so sorry, Leos. Let me go and get that really quick. Leos, we have the 4 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups. For Leos, this was exploring aspirations, investing in self. Any messages for our Leos? Thank you. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning into your life. So you remember we had the moon here. So there was secrecy, the secrecies that were illuminated that could have possibly made you feel sick. But you remember I said you have the 10 of Cups here. And that's because you have someone from your past coming into your life. I would say use your discernment during this Mercury retrograde of anything from the past coming into your life. But I do see the 10 of Cups. So use your discernment, take your time with it. Take your time, reflect, ask questions, evaluate, and use your discernment. Now, this video will stop in a couple seconds here. So when we pick back up, we will, and I do apologize, Leos, for doing that. We will pick right back up with our Libras, who we see was in hermit mode. We do see no communication, and we have the 5 of Swords. So someone felt left out in the code. So we'll be right back with that, and we'll continue in just a moment. All right, welcome back. So we're going to start right on in here with our Libras. We had the Hermit. What was that? The 5 of Swords and the 2 of Wands in reverse. And our Libras were engagements in new sources and using their discernment. Any love messages for our Libras? Thank you so much. So definitely worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your unusual type and expectations. So keep in mind that, remember I said you were in hermit mode. With the 5 of Swords, you were cutting off things that no longer fit your purpose, or you deemed as not serving your higher purpose. You were having no communications with whoever this person, place, or thing is. Keep in mind that your soulmate is going to differ from your usual type, so you have to be patient here. And with the patience card, let me just reread that really quick because I feel the need to. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So this is going to be something that's worth waiting for. So while you're in hermit mode, really dig deep with self. Okay? If you have to cut off communications with everyone while you're in hermit mode, so be it. If they truly, truly love you, they'll realize that you are worth waiting for while you're in hermit mode, finding out what does and does not serve your higher purpose. And they'll keep an open mind with you, Libras. They'll be patient with you, okay? So don't rush anything during this Mercury retrograde when it comes to a relationship, business, anything. Don't rush it. Use your discernment. Take your time. Anything worth having is worth waiting for. Let's move to our Scorpios, where I felt like this was something. Oh, I'm sorry. We got one more right here. But I'm telling you, I was thinking about Scorpios just now with when I was talking about Libra. So I'm going to use this for both, just like I did with that Ace of Wands when I used it for Pisces and Sagittarius. Pay attention to the red flags while you're in hermit mode, okay? Pay attention to the red flags, Libras. The signs are cautioning you. So something caused you to start cutting things off that no longer serve your purpose and put you in hermit mode. Something made you cut off communications. Anything that's worth keeping is going to wait for you to find yourself and gain clarity for self. Remember, self-awareness for this Mercury retrograde in Gemini and Taurus. Now, also for the Scorpios, remember I kept feeling like this is something regarding a child, finding balance, finding justice. And I don't want to go too deep, but pay attention to the red flags with your children. Nurture your children. I have such a close bond with my kids that when they're hurt, I feel it and I know it without them saying a word. With that red right here, pay attention to the root of the issue. If you ask them how was your day at school and they say okay, start being more specific with your questions. You have to use that emotional intelligence, dig deep to get an answer that's not just yes or no. Any other messages for our Scorpios? Pay attention to the red flags, nurturing their children. Hold on, we got something right here. I see it. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss holiday time together. So you and your children, go on a honeymoon phase with your babies. I'm going to go on one with my kids. We're going to have a ball. Take a trip with your kids. Find that balance. Find that clarity. Be open with your children. Nurture your children. And then another thing, this could be all about inner self and that inner child. So if you don't have any children and you're a Scorpio, this could be all about inner healing. inner child healing, nurturing self. Take yourself on a honeymoon. Pay attention to the red flags that self is setting there. You know, do you notice that you always tend to do this versus do this, and it always gives you the same outcome? Might have to change it up. Pay attention to your own red flags that you set out there. We have Aquarius next with Queen of Cups, and we had the Nine of Swords in reverse. Aquariuses, we had avoid stagnancy and embrace creativity. Any messages for our Aquarius? Any messages for our Aquarius? Thank you. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we also have, oh, y'all, I look a hot mess today, boy. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So there could be a financial situation between or with you and your soulmate. With this Nine of Swords in reverse, I really strongly feel like whatever it was that you were holding on to that you felt like stabbed you in the back, you got over that. And like I said, you turned that pain into love. Now, your soulmate is here. So whoever you're thinking about, Aquarius, at this time is your soulmate. But there could be financial or career issues right now within the connection. Now, Pisces. For Pisces, we stated that a deep inner dive with emotions, a deep inner dive with emotions. And we got the Ace of Wands, which said that was the truth. Fast communications about an ending. Now, you got this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So with the Ace of Wands, I would say that's correct. Spirit is saying, yes, you have. There could be fast communication with this person that you've already met. After fast communications of a ending. Let's jump right over to our Sagittarius, which had also the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. And our Sagittarius, deeper understanding of self and others. Any messages for our Sagittarius? Thank you. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, spiritual path. So remember I said you had life review here, and you're going to be having that deeper understanding of self and others. Remember I said you were once feeling like this, and then you started making discernment with this Ace of Wands here, finding that clarity, gaining the truths, and you are starting to be able to tell, okay, this person's set for me, this person is not. There's someone in your life, in your love life, that is influenced by your upbringing.